Hey everyone, it's the Financial Reboot investment team with your daily market update. So it is Tuesday, 11/28. We had to check the date there. What a day in the markets, huh? Again, all-time highs for the markets, all-time highs for Bitcoin. Bitcoin we'll talk about in a second, but let's talk about the market. Some interesting things happened today. Let's put up a chart of the spider. You can see it start out real strong. There's a very, very strong sentiment right now that this tax reform package is pretty much going to happen. So let's talk about that a little bit because, like we were saying yesterday, we went short in a spider. Well, we doubled down because we think this thing's getting really overextended. And then there's another thing too. Kind of think outside the box on this one. The old saying in the market, right? Buy the rumor, sell the news. Well, where the tax reform package right now is the rumor, right? I mean, it's supposed to happen, it's going to happen, it might not happen, right? So that's the rumor. Now, what happens when the gavel comes down and it hits Trump's desk? Now it's the news. So we're not ready to give up on our short position yet, but we'll let you guys know. Right now, we feel like in this market, just be very cautious. Korea shot off another missile today, and this one was a lot different than the past ones. Evidently, they got the trajectory and the height that they needed to be able to launch a missile against any spot on the planet. So this could get ugly. Trump came out afterwards, and basically his statement was, "We'll take care of it." Which, if you ask us, is probably one of the most frightening things he's said since he's been president. Think about it. We'll take care of it. Never batted an eye, never gave it a second thought. Just said, we'll take care of it. That sounds like military action or something. It sounds like a lot more than sanctions. A kind of weird thing happened in the market, too. If you see this purple line here, that's a gold chart, a 1 day gold chart. This is a 1 day spider chart, the candles. And then the line is a 1 day gold chart. You can kind of see gold and the market went up in tandem today until that missile got launched, right? Right when it started hitting its peak and gold started selling down, that's where it launched. You can see the market sold down. You got a big red bar here. Gold pushed up, and then it kind of flatlined, and then it went right back down. And the market just continued moving to all-time highs. It's just an incredible day. Very strong market, very voracious market. But we think this is a lot of exuberance, that can be very well tempered by some bad political action. If we take a look at the gold chart, you might be wondering, we were long gold and we made some money on that. We were short gold, then we were long gold, and now we're not in gold right now. But we've been talking about it and we've been saying stay bullish on it. It looks like this is a 1 year chart of gold. It looks like it might be coming off a cup and handle here. So we're going to take a good look at it tomorrow. We might go long on it in the morning. We might not. If you want to be part of it when it happens, then absolutely subscribe to the newsletter. Links in the bottom of this video. So that's gold. That's the spider. Really, there's not a whole lot to talk about. You guys know we're short retail, and we've been building a retail short position the last few days, and we put one more spike in that today when the retail just went off today. I believe the XRT, which is the retail ETF, was up about $2. Let me see here, about $1.27. Yeah. So let's talk about the darling of all the investing world right now, Bitcoin. Bitcoin, man, everybody's waiting for 10,000. Guess what happened today? It went up to $9,999. So it just missed that big 10,000. Will it get over it? Probably. It looks like it's just got so much strength. You can see every pullback's met with buying. Every pullback's met with buying. We had by early in the morning, we had a pretty significant pullback. It just bounced right back. So it's kind of going sideways right now. That could be ready for the big move. We think that you should be very cautious right now. In fact, from yesterday, we've been saying if you're making money on Bitcoin, take some profits, bank some profits. 10,000 might be the big psychological level. Although we did see an article today where somebody came out and said they think it's going to be 40,000 before the end of 2018. Wouldn't that be something? Huh? So you can see the news was just a lot of rhetoric. The day started out with Trump tweeting something that Schumer and Pelosi didn't like, so they canceled some meeting. Who gives a rat's? You know what? Uh, That's just a little political game that these guys are playing. So Democrats could come up losers in a government shutdown fight, and that's the truth. Democrats got to remember that for the last 7, 8 years, they've been on the other side of this fight, where no matter what happened, if it shut down, it made the GOP look bad. If it didn't shut down, it made the Democrats look even better because it was despite the GOP. Now they're on the other side, so that could be another thing that plays against the market. So now we got two things, right? Actually, we've got three things. We've got the North Korea situation, which is still developing. Still a lot of information coming out about that. Then we've got the tax reform, sell on the news potential. And we've got this big budget showdown. I think this expires on Friday. Now, economic news, there wasn't a whole lot of economic news today. So let's just stay very, very cautious. This was the tweet if you're following along on the site. uh, I don't see a deal to prevent the government shutdown. So, it could be Trump just working the room. It could be something serious. Who knows? But so, let's call it a Tuesday. It was kind of a long day. We were pretty much watching red numbers on our end for the day. We had some stocks do really well though that we've had in the longer term. Of course, if you're looking for a marijuana play, the one we recommend is CNAB, which is United Cannabis. We're still long in X, and we've also got the oil long right now. Oil had a real weird day today. Let's just talk about oil real quick before we let you go. You can see it was down about 37 cents, but that wasn't much. I mean, it closed down 12 cents. It's down about 37 cents as of this recording. So it's really not much. When you consider the run up that oil's had and stuff, it's probably just some consolidating. And we're waiting for some news from OPEC to see if this pushes this trade into the big green numbers. So you guys have a great day. Thank you for joining us again. Remember what we said: be cautious in the market. We're still short. We're still short retail. We haven't established a position on gold, and we're long oil as of a day or two ago. So we'll talk to you soon. You guys stay safe out there. Thank you for joining us again. Aloha.